Hey
Great serve.
guys,
It's got it teed
here's
up,
Naren
and
right
off
here,
we
the
go
holy
for
goat,
Arlington.
the one true God.
A
Back with you
short
with the
kick
next
taken at
video
the 18.
in my
And they're
Madden
going to
22
start this drive
playlist.
in pretty good shape as
In
they
this
get it
game,
up past the 30.
bringing you Chiefs at
From the
Cowboys.
32 now, here's
Without
first
further
and
ado,
10.
let's have some fun.
Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the running game.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Oh no.
A sea of defenders had intercepted. Picked up by
A pass that should never have been thrown. Picked off. The Cowboys got all the momentum now.
There is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well,
and he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. He's got his receiver, Cooper.
Oh man.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Not good.
Cooper, 51 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over possession of the football at
Difficult,
the 42-yard
difficult
line.
because fumbles are.
There are two words
It's
that we hear
RNG
coaches say
basically.
all
So.
of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about
Obviously,
it all
the
the
interception
time,
was on
but
me,
still, when you got defenders out there who are
but
preaching,
that guy wasn't even a heavy hitter. He just
from you, no matter
made
what
a hit
position you
stick and
play,
Edwards-Helaire
you've
fumble.
got to take care of the rock.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Prescott rolling to his right. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now Elliott. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Check four, rip right. And minus 50. Here we go, D, get off the field.
2nd down and goal. Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
I really needed an interception there if I could have got one,
defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I don't know if he'll go for it if he doesn't get the 4th down, but I'm interested to see if we can get the stop.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Well, this is my chance.
Field goal would make it a 2-score
This is my
game,
chance
they're
right
gonna
here.
go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Huge play.
Play call on
Yeah,
4th
I
and
mean,
goal, but it's
seriously.
dropped in the end zone. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes now on first down. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been.
This is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. Not much there, only a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Mahomes now to throw. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 14. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Chiefs 7.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And they They will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, so he's throwing him
The
there.
Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
And there goes his momentum.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return.
I did my job scoring. Now I need to get a style.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Steps away. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott.
Oh, wow.
Into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
So I got probably one more chance here to score a touchdown, look to get a stop. We got to score another touchdown and try to win overtime. I've at least got a plan, so got to make it happen, you know?
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off
Let's go.
37. And they have
So now you got to be a gentleman and play defense till this game is over.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A big connection on that one. 33 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It was a tough game for me. I took the interceptions obviously on me. The fumble was difficult. There was a 4th down I almost got, but I didn't get. It was a bunch of stuff this game. The interceptions are obviously the worst by far. The fumbles happen, but interceptions are on me. So.
Plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your
I'm hoping he
disposal
goes
that
for
we
it.
don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can
It'll
read
still
his
be a
hands,
difficult kick.
and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
What he got?
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll push the lead
Yeah,
up to
3-score
17.
game, so
that almost
pretty much
certainly
over, but I can
puts
definitely
to
still keep playing
disposal a 3-score lead.
with some
I don't think
dignity
there's
as
any
well.
coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. All smiles.
Hey, good job by Mahomes there.
Defensive sideline. That
I'm happy with
interception
that.
cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
A first down carry by Elliott. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Again, it's Elliott. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And it's caught. And he's going to be stopped shy of the end zone.
This is it. Hail Mary goalpost. They even say it, which is discouraging.
Going back to the Chiefs. One final try from Mahomes.
No, incomplete. And good game. Not the most exciting game, but a fun game nonetheless for me. And so with that, I want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe as it greatly helps the channel. Light to be with you all. Take care, and thanks again.
That would be their last point of the game.